Good day, good day, good day. I'm right here. This time, several subjects of which I cannot yet exactly give an announcement of which subjects I will relate. But there is one clear thing. The siren crier, of which crier has three meanings. One, immediate attention. Two, shortest in a wait. And three, the disciplinary punishment. Then crier is three things. One more time. One, the shortest in a wait. No, number one was immediate attention. Number two was the shortest in a wait. Number three was disciplinary punishment. There are three things for crier. Now crier is used for a fourth thing, which is the dictionary historical word of siren. Not an emergency rescue vehicle, but a woman of the Scandinavian salesmanships would say a woman is crying in the distance, we must sail towards it. That's the historical Scandinavian meaning of siren, which in modern times became emergency vehicle emergency. So this is being used for, and then I come with a label of the word siren to say that crier is, I label it cementing. It's not even appreciating the goods and mandatory facilities of casual day, but keeping a crier mood by certain self-destructive diets. Let's say dirt bites, quick snacks that cause mood manipulating. It's just to be happy or just to be concerned on a casual balance of morsel grains. Yes, have some rice, yes, have some potato, but on a casual balance of morsel grains, it's either you're just happy, either you're just concerned with the responsibility. But then 2-3 minutes straight, not just saying where to go, several subjects to handle. As of this crier, which I give the label of cementing, it's a strife of Connery. And of all these years of I mature and grow up, as I'm now 40 years old since only about a month. The 30 March, as in 31, then 30 after 29. The first of the last day of March. Yeah, then it's my birthday, 30 March, the one after 29, and not the one after 12, 30, the one after 29, and not the one, no, yeah, okay, the one after 29, 30 March is my birthday, and it is now 25 April, Tuesday, 2023, around 2:45 a.m. Why am I not asleep? I'm the bat mouse at night. The Batman, vampire, bat mouse, bat wolf mouse. The Darkman X Day. Let's just say Darkman X Day. That's why I'm not sleeping right now. Let's just say Darkman X Day. Why I'm not sleeping right now. At 2:45 a.m. It's just the time Darkman X Day. So trying to say what? Cementing. The strife of Connery. just to take self-destructive snacks, a dirt bite that causes mood manipulation, even by medicine pills provided to cause mood manipulation. With the strife of Connery, not even appreciating daily mandatory goods and facilities, but behaving a strife of Connery by crier behavior. And I label it as cementing, the ongoing crier. I label it as cementing, a strive of Connery to a certain goal at a certain point of time. Now I label this goal as what it costs for me to say that if no one steps up to help these crying women, then I will. But nowadays, I label this as it costs me to blog and vlog and trying to create some amusement, as I'm not even a paid performer. Well, if these paid performers cannot get that attention to fully focus on them, they come to me. This client come in my in my habitat surrounding. So let's call it come to me. It's what I call it that it comes to me. Then I say if those professionals do not get their attention fully to focus on them, well, they come question me with cry. They cry to me to say maybe this helps you, maybe that helps you, which causes a block, which causes a vlog. And this today is not the reason of taking the camera and making a vlog for YouTube to Facebook. This time's reason. Yeah? It goes by all those crying of tonight, starting from around 10:30 p.m. all the way till 2:30, as it's now already 2:50 from 2:45. We're already 5 to 4 minutes further. We're at 7:38. And it reached around 2:30 the result of this is raping a species of man. And it's me who's being raped. A species of man. Only to just perform a rape on just a species of man. And then the species of man, that's me, the species. Just a certain man, not even type of man, but any man possible who can the woman rape. Then I am the guy that they just rape. They just rape in free of criminal assault, free of criminal charges. Just perform a rape on me. And what is the problem? Not satisfied by the spare time busyness. It's why it's not coming to a main conclusion. By not satisfied on the spare time busyness, just to perform rape on a species of man. Not to say a black guy, a white guy, Asian guy, Arabic guy, Indian type guy. Just a species of man, whoever available. And then I became me. Just to rape a species of man. Species of man. To rape a species of man. It's the only thing that it's all about. To say a woman is several times way too powerless in communication gathering. And then they want to take it on a species of man. For once in the time of the world. And then I became the guy who's the most vulnerable. And that's what the real thing is. And that is to formulate, what it can be formulated in literary. I will give it in spoken word what can be formulated in literary. As I choose to use a video camera instead of a written text. with a 10, 8. Here I go. By now, the conclusion by cementing became one of which there are two conclusions. Of which is one. Let's see here. Oh, I'm making a mistake to say this confidence. My confidence is this time a mistake. I do not remember it all so well. What was on my mind before the camera went, not even remembering so well. But there was a formulation which I refuse to use writing. Let's see. $11:36. Not yet there where the minute will go. Number 2 was about exactly what I just already related. Number 2 was the thing about to rape a species of man, but then not satisfied because of having a complaint due to the spare time busyness. That was number 2 as literary formulation. To rape a species of man, but they're not satisfied because of having a complaint on his spare time busyness. And the number 1, let's see. Oh, I remember. The number 1 was, I am confused about what is the truth about what do I have in common. But I cannot say it in literary formulation. Only, I forgot how that goes. That was on my mind. But the number 1 was, I am confused about what is in common what do I have in common with these crying women, these sirens, these cementing women. Confused about what is in common. Oh, here goes a bit more. Oh, I remember number 1. I remember number 1 now. Oh, okay, I finish first. What do I have in common with these cementing women? What do I have in common with all these people that are the audience? When they say, I will shoot you with a pistol that you die. To have a complaint about how I behave in my privacy. But what do I have in common with you? And therefore I ignore very much. Is to say, a patient of psychiatry or a certain employee will criticize me. I do not know, but I do not feel like I have something in common. That's why I ignore very much. Even to these crier women, I'm not sure what there is in common. that I must be able responsibility, of course, for being a mature person with the household, yes. But why in common? As you, as such, as those, are not the guest list around here. And then to say, who makes a mess out of it, will be sentenced in a certain public court. Yes, okay. And that is casual responsibility of hygiene. Who makes a mess out of it will be sentenced in a certain public court. I understand, but I do feel a certain responsibility of hygiene, and freshness and fresh appeal. Well, this means a lot to me, indeed. Hygiene and fresh appeal means a lot to me, indeed. So that's where I will have to step forward to assure myself of hygiene and certain fresh appeal. Well, I will have to step forward and not be keeping it aside me. 1641. So rounding it up to say, because of my confusement about what in common is the greater reason why I ignore. And then to say who makes a mess out of it will be sentenced in public court. Then to say hygiene and certain fresh appeal is my concern of forwarding, where I stand forward very much. Okay, and now to the number one, which was a certain thing on my Facebook profile cover that you can add to your Facebook page, your Facebook member. You can add a profile cover with whatever you like, not whatever you like, a picture, a GPG, a computer file photo, either from a pro I'll say such a thing, a photo file, a computerized photo of either just a person or anything of computer file photo. You can even turn a text into a computer file photo. So then I use text as what I use as Facebook profile cover. And then I've added a while ago by now, I've added in the camera guy. And this is the number one from number two. In the camera guy, behave it as cool, cozy, sophisticated, down with the tang, sophisticated forwarding, cool, cozy, down with the tang, sophisticated forwarding in the camera guy. Instead, it went cementing again, the siren crier. 1925, not sure where a minute we go. The number one, it again went cementing crier, the siren cementing crier. In the camera guy, behave it as cool, cozy, sophisticated forwarding up in the tank. Instead, in the camera guy, as written, it went to just scratching it downwards. Yeah, there goes your hot girl folk dance moves. Yeah, until you lose your dance move. If you try to test hip hop music for not fun for somebody or something, if you try to test that music is not of floating people's unity, if you try to test the unity of floating of music, yeah, you are the home wrecker. You are the wrecking ball. Then you are the wrecking ball. If you do not take in the camera guy in my situation, the thing about my Facebook cover profile, the thing about in the camera guy, if you dare want to scratch it down with crier and dirt bite and mood manipulating drugs, you try to test the unity gathering of music. Yeah, you think you can try to do a convincing dance move. You think you try to do a movie action actorship. No man, that you created broken actorship. And that was the number one. And the number two was exactly to rape a species of man. But then to say, not satisfied due to a complaint on the spare time business of this man, but just to rape a species of man. And then I'm the man. You could choose, you could think it's not to choose, it's only what there is to find. That I'm the vulnerable one to find. Of to just rape a man. Then I'm the vulnerable one to find. And then to say, not satisfied due to a complaint on the spare time business of that man. $23 and $6. Going to, not sure yet. Okay, I have to tell you something. What I'm drinking right now is tea with instant coffee powder. With lucky times. It was a lucky time for me earlier today. Let's say yesterday, because it's now at AM. At PM, around, let's say 9 o'clock PM, I went for toilet shit. But before that time, I was drinking this also. Tea with instant coffee powder, cappuchino powder. And it short me of less crampy ass crap. And even afterwards the shit, I drink some more. And it assured me again of quick recoup from after the shit. So I was only just lucky to drink it before the shit. Just a lucky thing. And now I know. It's one of my mandatory purchases during grocery shopping. Tea and instant coffee powder, the cappuccino powder. To mix those, and then for after the toilet shit, and if I'm lucky before the toilet shit, and then after the toilet shit, it will cause a quick recoup. So you can see, but I added like a bit of first the hot water cooker water, then tea, then the instant coffee powder cappuccino, and then some cold water, a bit of cold water on top. So let's drink a bit quicker. Not only the full heat. So the thing about all these years, all these many years of me myself maturing, having to deal with the sirens, the cementing women, and then now to say, I'm confused very much about what's in common. Confused too much about what's in common. I do not know. It's only a bothering spy camera with the speaker box thing to me. What in common? That's my thing right now, to say what in common. A reason why I ignore so much. The other guy say, want to shoot that with pistol because what he do in his privacy is what he disapprove. I said, too bad. You are ignored as well. Then to say, who makes a mess gets a sentence in public court. I say, yeah, well, hygiene and fresh appeal is what I prove urgence in forwarding. I find it very much, I behave for urgence in forwarding to hygiene and fresh appeal. It's my own thing. It's my own thing to have a very forwarding there. It's my very own thing. Yeah. $27, $20, just going to 35, no hour of power. Oh yes, another thing I want to include. The casino. Land-based casino. It's been since a while that I'm not even blacklisted anymore. I've been visiting again. I became several times, many times, from my first time in 2008, I became many times blacklisted because I would take a bit of a quick theft from who is not watching his slot machine, who is not watching his slot machine, then I take like a €6 maximum away from someone who's not watching his slot machine. Then I get seen on camera, and then I get approached and they say, you're blacklisted for a while again. That was the foremost thing. But I got blacklisted all the time. And now since a certain while, I'm off the blacklist. I'm again allowed for entrance. And the thing goes like, yeah, that's how it went for me since 2008 for first time casino. I win. And by now, since I'm back in the casino for like 2 months, I win and I buy the prize trophy goodies. I buy the prize trophy goodies. Now I'm a fat cat again. My prize trophy goodies is the last 2 months that I'm back at land-based casino. I'm fat cat again. I got fat cat goodies by now a lot. With the prize money. I have fat cat goodies by now with the prize money I got. Yeah, fat cat goodies all the time. That's out there for me. But yeah, I was a bit stressful to say. Stressful to say. Yeah, I don't know how to say. Let's say nothing. Or let's say easy say, but sometimes a bit stressful to say. If he's not watching a slot machine, I take a €6 or €4 or €2, just take it from the slot machine if he's not paying attention. And then I would get blacklisted many times. Now since 2 months I'm back. And now it goes down there, right now here in Utrecht City in the Netherlands. They say, the guy, Yay, but fat cat goodies again by now. Trophies, fat cat goodies again by now. They say, I remember back in the time, it's like back in those old days again. But the thing to say is, and exactly how those old days went was, the old days went exactly like, wait, I was focused on the guy has no money. And that's what I want to remark. That's what I want to relate. And let's time right now. We're already at 30, 38. The thing I want to remark was, the thing I want to relate was, the people say, I'm focused on Dr. Ownbuy, Skilakila, Olkeji, Roberto Roberto, Montana Macaroni Badana, Ricoso Tivero, Sir to Sex Ready, has no money. It's my focus. How come he has money from where? Where did he get the money to buy these fat cat goodies? They say I was all day in every concern focus. The guy has no money. That's how it went back in the days all the time. The people say I'm focused. Roberto, Dr. Ownbuy has no money. And the people say they're focused. He has no money. And all of a sudden, Roberto has about 50 euros, just 60 euros, 80 euros, 120 sometimes, 150 sometimes, or even an easy 40, even easy 35. Some, if Dr. Ownbuy likes it, he takes a 70 to 80 to 60. Then Dr. Ownbuy likes very much. 60, 70 to 80, sometimes 50, 40, 35 even, 28 even. But if Dr. Ownbuy likes it, he takes around 60 to 80 something. And then the people say, I am focused. Dr. Ownbuy has no money. And Dr. Ownbuy, bam, comes with money. He buys fat cat goodies. And he also Chivero. And he also. And he's the also. Then he also Chivero. Huh? He also is a bad guy. He also like he's a bad guy. I look at them. What you mean? What you look at me for? What you look at me for? I say, what you look at me for? I say, I say, what you look at me for? I say, party with me. I say, party with me. You know, I say, party with me. And they're like, and that's how it go back in the days. And that's back in the days, back in the scenery again. Land-based casino with Dr. Ownbuy. That's how it goes. Land-based casino with Dr. Ownbuy. He takes the money, he buys fat cat goodies, and he go play with his toy. He go say, "Oh, should you?" I say, party with me. And then they say, and then the people like focus. They focus. Dr. Ownbuy has no money. Then Dr. Ownbuy go with fat cat goodies like, you know, like, he grab the, and then he go buy fat cat goodies. He go like, Then I say, party with me. And I say, okay, man, 34, 35, going to 35 straight. Okay, no other parts, not much of that. So it's about three subjects a bit, something like 3 subjects a bit, or 2 even. I'm not sure what to say about that. Too bad, no out of hour. I thank you for your time. I see you all the time.